Yo, you know what? I don't know. I think maybe the intro wasn't long enough. Let me go back and I'll have the intro a little bit longer. Usually I roll it longer. So, just kidding. Welcoming, yo. That was like 2% funny. So, but we'll leave it in though. I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm just gonna leave it in. Welcome in, everybody. Saffron, Cody H, DP Degenerate. What's going on, Jordan Torres? We got, let's see, whatever this place is. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Yeah, we'll bump it up. I do want to actually get this level. I have half a thing of experience approximately here. I would really like to get that. This area is good enough, right? What do we got? Make sure I wasn't testing and mess everything up here. Double grief. Why not? Any monsters out here? None at all? Okay, good. See how P8 out here goes. Wow, they are mana burning the bleep out of me, huh? Stone Skin, you would. Are they both Stone Skin? What's going on here? Boy, that's not very fast. That's not fast at all. Go Cryptic Sword. Gold Magic Find, welcome in. 100% chance of Tyrell's Might today? Approximately 100%. I just say approximately because I thought it was more like 120% chance. So, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, it's probably too slow to really be what I want to do, even for experience here. With Frenzy specifically. Barbs are such slow levelers because they deal so much less AoE damage. Like, I don't know, almost want to be Blaster Singer, but we're doing Frenzy, so I might crank it down though. I'll just rock it on player 3 like I usually do. This is probably why I don't usually do the hires amount here. Wicked Ball, welcome in. Poor boy John Markson, what is up? Yeah, let me go ahead and just reset here, and I'm gonna turn it down. Shirt's still on. Yeah. P8 Frenzy Barb may be a bit much unless I really do something different. Not the right waypoint, Phil. See how the luck goes today. Oh, you know what? Didn't I respec it and I ended up having... Let me go ahead and take a look at this again. I split some here. So I won't miss. Vitality. I think I ended up putting 20 into this to get a higher find item. But I ended up with less. I only have 10 base points into one of the synergies for Frenzy, which I don't know. It is 8% more damage. So at 8%, 10 points. Math Wizard, 80%. I don't know how much that really fully would work out to. So 60% of the time, I'll find Tyrell's Might. Sometimes. Oh yeah, so here's a question for y'all geniuses out there. I don't know, you know, I could be wrong or something, but somebody commented on a stream after, like a post watch of the stream, you know, and they were like, "Why do you have Frenzy over here on the left click? You should have it over on the right click." And I was thinking, does it matter? I didn't really think it mattered. I'm not for missing something here, am I? John Simo, welcome in. George says preference. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It was worded very much as, we'll say a situation like, I actually did this before because I'm dumb. I wasn't thinking. I hadn't played a Hammerden in like 2 years or a year and a half or something, and I had the hammers just on the over here. And someone's like, dude, you don't even have concentration aura up. That's why it's not working right. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. So I just double checking before I say, you know, before I say anything. Oh yeah, I was like, is this Dark Elder? Oh, he's magic resist, stone skin, immune to physical. I guess he might even be that all the time. I don't even know, but that's a rough mashup for me. Right click is diabolical. Nice. The left click, see, maybe that's part of the thing too. If because I don't actually quote unquote left click, I use quick cast, so I just hold down F1 the whole time, like this. No monsters anyway. Like I just hold it down and it just automatically attacks everything. So maybe that's it. They didn't. Maybe the person didn't use quick cast and they don't realize that if you use quick cast, it automatically, you know. It's got to be terrifying for the D2 monsters. I don't care about them. Yo, Marty, welcome in. Oh yeah, I forgot Lost City and Claw Viper and stuff too, huh? Yeah, who clicks buttons these days anyways? Doesn't everybody quick cast? Unreal. Kind of heathen still uses the where you click the mouse button to cast a spell. Oh my gosh. Good old war boots. Immune to magic, immune to physical, bro. That's most of what I can do. Blake still does. Oh no! Jutlaw says he's one of those D-gens with a controller. What? Oh, he teleported. I was like, wait, is there another guy over here? But he's the same guy who teleported. Nice. How's the barb going? It's, you know, it's fun. Sprinting around, slapping down demons and such. Jeff Beal says always appreciates the grind. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. You know how boring it'd be how boring it is actually, because I actually remember how boring it is to stream when nobody watches. So really, thank you guys for watching. Main thing. No need to thank me. Whoops. Frenzy over Whirlwind? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of either. I would put them. Do I prefer? Like kill speed wise, probably not. As preference, I would say about the same though. Whirlwind is kind of just annoying to me to use, I guess. So I hate trying to control like the distance of your whirlwinds, and then if you go too far and you get stuck, or you accidentally click on a monster, and then it's like not the one near where you were trying to click, but the, you know, the mouse picks it up and it runs away and you keep whirlwinding forever and stuff. I don't like that kind of malarkey, but Whirlwind's probably better, I think. You know, I think, you know. Trash, what's going on? Monster Lives Matter. Oh boy. Which one is this way? Not that one. Fox is missing. Friendly reminder to smash that like button. Yeah, don't forget that like button for me. Help a brother out. Let's see, Broxigav, I believe. Hasn't got grief on single player yet, huh? Yeah, it's definitely one of those items that once you get it, Grief is kind of like getting a D-web for a Poison Necro. It's just, the game's a completely different game once you get one. Literally double damage, so. Whoopsie. What am I doing? Clicking everywhere. John says, if you're playing on controller, you might as well just play console. And to each their own. I know some people said that controllers, they'd have wrist hand problems, so they play on controller and it goes away. So. Dark Elder, he's a beast over here. Hard on the soul to try and stay and entertain 0 to 3 viewers. Yeah, that's like the one story I say of why I switched over, like why YouTube's like my primary stream. I used to only stream on YouTube. I did, but actually before that I streamed only on Twitch because that's what everybody said to do, you know. And there was one day when I was gonna do a giveaway of like Burr runes and Jaw runes and stuff, and there was a couple people coming and going and stuff, and it got around, and I was gonna do the giveaway at a certain time. It came that time, and I was like, all right, who's interested in this giveaway? Who's excited? Who wants a Burr rune? And then nobody said anything. And I'm like, is anybody in here at all? If anyone's in here, if you're in here, I will give you a Burr rune right now on ladder. And it was like, you know, a week or two into ladder, and nobody responded. And I was like, okay, no one's watching. Like, they won't even watch me for free Burr runes on ladder. All right. And the very next time I streamed, boom, I streamed on YouTube. I was like, I was thinking about it because YouTube streaming had just popped up like a few months before that. They started streaming on YouTube, or allowing it, or having it, I mean. And yeah, I was the only D2 person that even streamed on YouTube at the time. And the first time I streamed, I had like 40 or 50 or 60 people in my stream. I was like, yeah, this is way better. This is way better. I think it was probably like 30, 40, but... Gold Magic Find says somebody he watched in a sports show said underestimating the Lions this year. I think they kind of are, mainly because they think because we got a different offensive coordinator, we're gonna like be bad. I don't think so. So I agree that I think that some people, it's not everybody, but some people are really poo-pooing the Lions for what I don't believe is a good enough reason. Jordan, don't even say such ridiculous things. Jason's waiting on some delivery guys. Watching the pasta time. Welcome in. Sorry, I know I get a little behind on the comments here and there, but thank you so much for watching. Good morning, Jaybird. Welcome in. Jeff Beal likes the console controllers. Teleport is far superior on PC. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, mom, yeah. Colt's gonna be 5-12. Didn't mean to type the Lions. Nice. Offensive line took a hit. Yeah. We'll see how much that does, right? That's, I would say, in my opinion, that's probably bigger than the Ben Johnson leaving for the offense. I honestly, the more I like watch football, the more I think like offensive line is like underrated, and it's kind of high rated, but like it's still, I think it's underrated. Literally one or two guys can like go away, and then your team's just terrible because you can't do anything. Crazy. Jaw saying you got carpal tunnel like crazy. Yeah, I'm probably kind of getting there. I got some stuff to kind of help out with it, so hopefully. Oh, he's moving to Magic Cut. Detroit going to the Super Bowl. NFC looks weak again this year. Jason, I don't know about that. I think the NFC is looking pretty tough. But that's exactly why I think it's even a better opportunity for the Lions to go to the Super Bowl. Appreciate you, Blake H up here. Love the content you say. Appreciate you. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, but have you ever heard the saying "steel sharpens steel"? I think that even if we have a worse record this season for the regular season, if we can just squeak into the playoffs, no matter what, I think we'll be better off than we were other seasons, you know. Getting better and better and trying harder all season. When you try harder, you're going to be getting in better game shape and just knowing, you know, firm believer in, you know, you play up to the competition, right? I think pretty much every team in the NFC is better than they were before, which is crazy because the NFC had all... Didn't we have all teams that were above 500 last season, I think? Something like that? I think so. Ooh, Gibbs is him. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. He's pretty good. A lot of good players. I hope they end up finding something for like this Isaac Tesla guy just to ball out, because who did the Lions draft? Was that Kamani Vidal, I think, that they drafted in like the 4th round, the last draft before this one, and they just like barely use him. He like plays on special teams and stuff. They traded up in like the 4th round to get him or something, and then they traded up to get this Tesla guy. Like, if they take another guy, it's not an early round stuff by any means, but if they take another guy that is like they have no intentions on using anywhere important, like, you can't trade up like 3 3rd-round picks or 3 4th-round picks or whatever. No, it was like 3 3rd-round picks to take a guy to play on the punt return team, you know, like, or to play on the punt coverage team, you know. It's like, what are you doing? People sleeping on the Niners. Niners are going to be interesting. They have, and before the season, you never know exactly. I know the Niners have the easiest schedule in the league, but I mean, like I said, you never know. Maybe some of the teams they play end up being better, but they're going to be in the bottom quarter of the league for like, regardless of how the other teams do. Like, they're one of the easiest schedules in the league, so. Ooh. Yeah, great. Jason says great schedule for the Niners. CMC still have it. I think he kind of does, but like, can he stay healthy? And I know I've heard a lot of different things back and forth on CMC, so whether he can stay healthy or not, based upon what types of injuries he had and treatments and stuff, so. Eagles winning against us, Nate? Maybe. Zinlux. Have I found Tyraels in the meantime? I haven't found no Tyraels. Nuns. Zilcho. Zipperoonie. Grimward Battle Orders. Grimward, huh? I'll make a delirium for that corpse explosion, Barbarian. Let's go back here. Wow. Being amped up. I wish I had a cure helm on, huh? Niners aren't as good as you think. No Ayuk. Jennings apparently breaking out at age 27 or something seems suspicious. Hard to say. Hard to say. Kittle's still good. I mean, he's not too old. I ain't doing nothing with that. Wow, you see that roundhouse kick? Can I do that again? From the angle he was kicking at? Watch this. Yeah. Nah. Looks like he's in the Matrix or something. That's awesome. Yeah, John, you're saying some stuff that's kind of ridiculous. Cowboys better than the Lions? I mean, they got an easier... I don't know for sure. Haven't read the reports or whatever. I'm sure their schedule's easier. Oh, yeah. I don't even know who's in their division and stuff, but... Jason says they can't afford Williams and Gibbs in 2 years. He'll take over that spot. I'm hoping he takes over.
Mr. Legend smiley face.
Hold on a second. David T. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Ooh, 2 months. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, a layer. Hold on one second. But yeah, Tesla, I think he should, anyways, at minimum, take over the Tim Patrick role. You know, like in 3 wide receiver sets type of situation. He's like 6'4", fastest guy in the NFL type of thing, like crazy athleticism. So you'd think at least that, and they should give him some stuff. So we'll see. Sorry, just popping some allergy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, think the Eagles will repeat. If I had to pick between Eagles repeating and not repeating, I would say not. The odds of a team repeating is like very small. It can happen, of course, but
impossible.
Oh yeah, I forgot. To repeat, like to win a Super Bowl, no matter how good your team is or whatever, you can be the best team. You still have to get lucky and not get several injuries. So, do I think they're once again, like, Saquon's going to carry the ball, touch the ball like 500 times and not get any injury at all? Maybe. I know, it was like 380 or something, how many touches he had, or whatever the number was, I don't know. But some crazy number that's astronomically huge, yeah. Cowboys tough division? No way. Commanders won't be as good? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Jaden Daniels getting worse with his running ability. Usually quarterbacks don't get worse at running. They can figure out how you're passing and stuff, but like if you just run better than everybody, it's hard to, in my guesstimation. Lions have struggled with running quarterbacks for years, so. Nice clip there. Nice clip there. Hilarious. A little clip over on Twitch. John says Eagles won't repeat. Okay. Niners brought back. Oh, Niners revamped D-line, huh? Yeah, I mean, that can be a good thing, of course. Yeah, I don't know everything. Obviously, I mainly the stuff I would know about other teams besides the Lions is fantasy relevant players, so D-line I'm less familiar with. Beal says, as a Derrick Henry fan, wants the Ravens to win. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'd be fine with it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the Ravens or anything. Gliberish, yo, 10 months of tier 1 sub there over on Twitch. Boom. Appreciate you supporting the channel. What a legend. Yeah, John. So yeah, you said the Commanders team as a whole, not necessarily Jaden. I mean, I kind of think the team goes as Jaden goes, really. Because before they had Jaden, they stunk, and then they got him, and they were kind of good, of course. So if he gets better, I think the team's going to get better because he is the team, pretty much. Like, who was McLaurin? McLaurin was meh before Jaden was there. The team wasn't making the, you know, as far as they did. Beat the Lions. Boy, going in that Lions game, I was so like, oh man, I do not feel good about this. Lions never, in the history of the Lions, across 17 different coaches have never done good against any quarterbacks that would run it all. Whether it was like Brock Purdy running a little bit the year before in the NFC Championship game, or even quarterbacks that don't run a ton, but like Caleb Williams ran like 100 yards on us. Like, I don't know why, but we get ran all over by any quarterbacks that run even a little bit. Crazy. Disappointing. Yeah, I'm level 94 Slapshot at the moment. So I would love to get to 95. I have a sick amulet. 5 light radius. I have a sick crafted amulet that's 95 required that I kind of want to get to. And so it's kind of an excuse to try to get to 95, I guess. Looking at the speed and how fast I can kill with this Frenzy Barb, I'm not going to get the next level today, but it is what it is. Do I still have... Yeah, I still got that over there, huh? I was seeing a few body shatter here and there, so... Every once in a while, I can't kill a monster fast enough before the mercenary hits him. Necklace Glibber says this is his necklace season, huh? Cal's amulet, 3 days in. Ooh, nice. And a Mars, you say. Congrats on that. Raven's good, gotta prove it though. I mean, they proved that they're good, yet I can't remember for sure. You know how my memory goes, people. Are the Ravens notorious for doing like excellent in the regular season and then just not doing anything in the postseason? If I'm not mistaken. Gold Magic Fan says, catch you on the replay. Peace out. Have a good night. Jason says, can the AFC just please keep Patrick Mahomes out of the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that too. I don't hate Patrick Mahomes, but same team and same people over and over again. Nah. I mean, if you're a KC fan, you love it, but everybody else, this is boring. MMC, yo! Long time no see, welcome in. Thought about using Whirlwind just to move through packs? No. You don't really want to move through packs. You want to fight them. Oh!
Turtles simply don't ninja.
35 months! Crazy. Thank you so much, MMC, for the continued channel support. Ooh. John S saying Jackson has to prove it. Lamar Jackson, yeah. With Jackson, and he gets Derrick Henry as beast mode as he is. Yeah, I mean, they could do it, and I feel like they didn't have a bunch of injuries last year or anything either. I don't remember exactly what happened, but 53. Let me go. I want to grab a different weapon here. Test. We do have the insight. I wonder how much different it would feel just going with the insight with no cold damage. So, Sunil, I'm rocking 2 Griefs. I don't really need the Azarath, like, not Sanctuary, or I don't believe so. Ooh. The larger monster seemed slower without that concentration aura for my pride, but... Maybe I'll try that, because it's a TZ Worldstone Keep coming up in a minute. I may go Last Wish Pride with concentration and 70% chance of crushing blow. maybe on a higher players count that will be more beneficial to have all that crushing blow and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Also being that I don't need to worry as much about the body shattering since it's hard to item find the bale waves. It's not impossible, you'd have to like leave one monster and then item find stuff. But I did make a last wish, yeah. But the unfortunate thing is 2 griefs is actually, for against regular monsters like this, 2 griefs is faster than last wish grief, so. Let's see. Norman says Chaos TZ in 7 minutes. So that must be, you're saying online, huh? TZ Chaos? Interesting. Yeah, so I think if I hop into like the pits or something, I'll just throw on a the insight here. Try the Pride since it's expensive, but maybe just go with the Reaper's Toll as well. Okay. Yeah. Reaper's Toll is pretty good for, especially if you're going against like individually harder ones. Yeah, my last wish rolled almost perfect too. It's crazy. T-Foss says, as a Bills fan, yes, please. Well, I think that's your guys' responsibility to keep Patrick Mahomes out of the Super Bowl. Am I right? Talk to your buddy Josh and make sure he holds it together. Your buddy Josh. You know him personally, I assume, since you're a fan of his team. Oh, I won't do it now. How to get my roundhouse going? Yeah. Roadhouse. BBL. No TM yet. No Tyrael's mic yet. Okay, so what's all the stuff we got here? We got Reaper's Toll or Pride. Everybody just spam chat right now. Just spam it with what you think I should try. Doing Terrorized Bale Waves. Pride for the concentration aura. Or Reaper's Toll for the decrep proc all the time. It does ignore target defense too, so all the it'll never miss when you attack the normal white monsters too. Deadly Strike. What do you guys think? Concentration or the Reapers? Everybody blasting Reapers off the bat here. I guess we'll go with that. Everybody just hammering Reapers. So that's, from what I tested, from what I remember, I think Reapers seem the fastest. So I do kind of sort of agree, but we're just seeing what all y'all geniuses would say. So, oh yeah, so I'll show off the last wish. I'll put it over here so you can see it. Look at that sucker. It rolls up to 375 enhanced damage. It was an 8% superior base. So you can do the math. It rolled like 2 or 3% off of perfect. And then I think doesn't the Might Aura roll like, oh no, the Crushing Blow rolls from 60 to 70, I think it was. So perfect on the Crushing Blow and then like 2% off perfect on the ED. Yeah, crazy. Pride, no ED. You need the Merc to help you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I guess that could be part of it. I don't usually think of the. mercenary helping you, you know what I mean? But I guess any bit that can help you, it can help you out. I'm just gonna kill some monsters while we. It's gonna change in a minute here over to the next terror zone, so I figured I'd just march through this area that I usually don't tell people to do. This is a good roll on the monster types, though, to be honest. Where you got the flayers and the whatever these things are called. Crazy item with that roll, yeah. Oh, never mind. Nice. I very quickly changed my mind. Not a good roll on monster types. Two good, one bad. Maybe we'll just take out a few monsters while I'm heading down there. Dun, dun, dun. Oop, not that way. Those guys are toughies. Don't like them. Oh. So we'll try our players 8 with what I got set up now. See how fast it goes, and as you get more experience, hard to say. So, if you like to play Fury, it's okay. I may do that here in the more near future. I had kind of been steering clear, I guess you could say, of like some of these melee builds that have no AoE because they're just so much slower. Let's be honest, you know. So, and when you're trying to hunt like Tyrell's Might, you want to go faster. But you know, whatever, it is what it is. I might play it a little bit in the future, but does ITD ITD ignore target defense? I think it still works with mercenaries. I could be wrong though. Boy, I don't leech nothing from these guys. Devastating. I guess they are undead, but they're like what it was always described as like meaty undead. The undead that weren't like complete skeletons would still leech life from. But not to mention, I should have life tap. Oh, I can't see. I don't think I was swinging for a minute there. Boy, these guys got a little bit of life on them too. Yeah, I guess this just isn't putting it out enough damage to really be doing. I mean, I am getting a little experience. It's really hard to calculate too if like a slow P8 is going to get me more experience than like a faster player's 3, you know? Because then you'd have to really time it out to see which one you're really doing faster. Mercenary ignore target defense is ignored, a few different people said. Guess I never heard that. You know what I need to do as well? I have that Ethereal Reaper's Toll, and I just don't use it because I never socketed it yet. I need to get it socketed. Quite the waste having an Ethereal Reaper's Toll sitting in your inventory and using a regular one because you didn't socket the other one. Interesting. Greeny said he just looked it up and it does not work on your mercenary. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I wonder why they did that. Ooh, man. Buddy, I don't remember too. Sometimes I wonder why they did things the way that they did, like that. This next wave is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to trap them on the stairs and... Ultimate clear speed. Oh boy, immune to physical. That's not good. Uh-oh. May have gotten myself in trouble here. P8 Frenzy Barb, I guess, is not where it is, huh? Oh boy. Might have to do the last wave at P3. Gosh. Give me 1 second. I kind of got to pay attention here so I get chopped out by these bums. Is that a Tyrell's Might that just flew out there? It might have been. Oh, it was a superior plate mail. Same thing. How's the Frenzy life? It's going. P8 Lister Wave, a little bit of a struggle, but you know. Yeah, there's no point in everybody saying Whirlwind. You think Whirlwind's better. I'm not playing Whirlwind, and I don't want to play Whirlwind, so yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever seen somebody play a different build before, but some people are just only the meta players, you know, so that's just not me, though, so. Not me. Some people are JSP, whip out your credit card, meta players type of thing. That's just not me. Tyrell's Might! Oh. Shoot a barb. Ooh. No good. Yeah, we'll have to do the Lister Wave at P3 if I want to do it, which this is not a fast enough build, so. Spare time, you got up to a Vex. So you got a Vex on single player. Congrats on finding that. We'll leave it on P3 until we get down there, and we'll do the first few waves on 8, and then maybe if I get a I don't know if this is a good roll or not on monster types here. I'm gonna watch. First, I probably shouldn't do this if I want to survive. Or I tell everybody not to farm here. It's too hard, and they'll kill you, and you're gonna lose your experience. And here I am, not even following my own advice. I should drop some of this gold off at the stash too, huh? Grab some of those, I guess. Are they doing any new content for the 25th anniversary? My opinion, I don't believe they are. I think that was all a big hoopla about nothing, but I'm just some random guy in my basement. So, no insider knowledge. Jeezy doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Diablo almost had a cooking mechanic. I don't think I had ever heard that. Why am I not leeching anything from nothing? There we go, finally. Like, I think life tap procced actually, and oh, not the way I want to go. Did it again. I could try going back to the dual, just dual griefs too instead of last wish. It does stink making a last wish and then being like, yeah, maybe I won't use it, but... Oh. Ah! Should I just... I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to die. Dolls and souls? Come on. Come on.
Hello.
Might be fine, but... Fortitude? Yeah, not having teleport would be rough. And I ain't really about... I do have one right here. I was testing around. Gonna have gear swaps, like, on hand. I don't know about that. Yeah, max lightning res. I ain't much about the life of us having gear swaps. Boy, at least for these monsters through here, I know every monster type's different, but that just instantly feels faster with 2 griefs instead of last wish. Four or 5 socket pole arm rune sets. So for 4 socketed pole arm, I mean, insight's cheap and good for an Act 2 mercenary if that's what you're looking for. Obedience for Act 5. Of course, infinity is good, but that's really expensive. So it depends what your price range is, huh? Slay so well. Putting in lurk mode. Yeah, if you move to hell and you probably need something super cheap survivability. So yeah, in 4-socketed like elite polearm, hopefully make a spirit. For a helm, there's a helm called Bulwark that is shockingly good. For how cheap it is. Just the highest rune is an IO. So Tamashk saying, grief, dual griefs is the truth. Actually, let me get rid of this gold. I keep forgetting to get rid of it. Do it right now. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is. It's kind of boring, but... I think maybe like the 70% chance of crushing blow or something would be better, but... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe with these higher level monsters like this, maybe that crushing blow is a little faster. Now that I'm taking these guys on, maybe I just need to keep them, both of them around, right, in the inventory, and then I can, boy. Also, I'm a little chilled out from these guys, so could be something to do with that. Swinging slower. Boy, I'm just like miss here. Jeez. Any antidotes around here? Nope. How many SOJs offline? I don't know. I might. Oh, the mercenary died. I didn't see what happened. The poison must have ate away at his life, and whoopsie. Oh, battle orders ran out. Good job, Phil. I wish you could run that fast all the time. Oh my gosh, he just got ripped again. Extra strong. Yeah. Whoa. Gosh. My goodness. I just stink at this game, huh? Oh, you know what? Maybe I hit my battle order buttons too fast, and I didn't hit him with... I hit him with battle command like 3 times and never got a battle orders on him, maybe. I've been known to do that. I can imagine that, how else he would have died so fast like that. Thanks a lot, chat. How much MF? It was like 320 or something like that. So a pretty reasonable amount, to be honest. I put all MF charms down here instead of max damage charms. So I wonder how much faster it would feel if I put max damage charms down there to get the damage up higher. But I would lose like 200 magic fines, so... Oh, how'd he get all his life? Did he just level up or something? He just went from, like, almost in the red to full life. Sacred Rondash? Yeah, I mean, I could. I don't know. What am I gonna... I don't see it. It disappeared. Maybe it was on a different run or something. Or I'm blind. One of the two. Mark, you want to help me out over here or what? Swing, 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 swing. Wow. Look at all them times I missed right there. Miss, miss, miss. Ooh. Trying to get some experience to get a level there, Jet. Of course, who wouldn't take a Tyrell's Might, am I right? Brookwell, yeah. I mean, it's real back and forth. I did about 3 runs on P8 with Last Wish, and then I switched to Grief. And the Grief was definitely faster. I think I'm just going to leave it on P3 the whole time this time, though. Maybe like for the final wave, or like... I don't know. For Bale, maybe the Last Wish with that Crushing Blow would be faster. Because I really only have this for Crushing Blow and Deadly Strike and stuff. I guess I got Deadly Strike there too, but this is all the only Crushing Blow I got, really. Definitely not going to be swapping gear all the time, I can tell you that much. We'll go P3 with that. Reaper's Toll, Reaper's Toll, Reaper's Toll. Let me look here. How much did the concentration aura change for my damage? Double check. 19 to 2,500 for the last wish. The grief only went up like 100, but the grief damage is like hidden, so it's not really a real calculation. I would more so watch this, and this probably went up even more than that. But then, like a lot of people said, you don't get the you get not as much damage from your mercenary deadly strike there and whatnot. So we'll try for one more P3. So why not? I don't mind swapping back and forth on stuff. Mustang, greetings from work. Jeezy. Yeah, that's not uncommon, right? I did a lot more stuff right after we moved in, but then after a while, it's just like, yeah, I'll get to it, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So. Can we not have any souls in the throne room, at least? One of those, maybe? Just a couple, maybe? Can you swing faster? John says, does everything still get asked for more? I mean, she's not all over me like that. I mean, I don't really know. When we first moved in, I did do more stuff, but now, like, I don't know. Don't do as much stuff. There was more important things when we first moved in, I guess. Our bathroom didn't have even like an exhaust, like bathroom fan in it, so I had to put one of those in. I did that before we moved in, and some other things, you know. There's always stuff that comes up. Like this morning, I realized, like, I don't know about projects, but like my headlights, one of my headlights burnt out, so I had to replace that. Which isn't too tough, but I just had to go get one and do it. So apparently on my car, you have to take the airbox out to get to where the headlight is. Cool, thanks. But yeah, took care of that, and you know how stuff goes. J May, welcome in. Goblin toes for shoes. I can't stand goblin toes personally. You get a little bit more crushing blow, but then you run all slow, and you do also lose deadly strike too. So I'm more of a Gore Riders kind of guy. I can't remember. I did the last run in P3, right? Because this feels even a little bit faster than the last run with the Pride Last Wish, maybe. Hard to say though. Probably just imagining it. Goodness. They're hitting me real hard. Wow. How are they hitting me for so much damage, bro? They just nuked my mercenary. Oh, the battle order just ran out. I double checked it and it was up. It just ran out and he instantly evaporated. Oopsie. I should have just redid it if I was even questioning whether it was running out. Extra spectral hit, that's what's doing it. I'll tell you that much. That stinking spectral hit is no joke. Smolps, welcome in. Yeah, John. I mean, I do all that stuff too, but I cook like every day and cook dinner, and I redid the half bath, replaced the sink in the toilet in the main bathroom and faucets, and our refrigerator broke, and I had to learn how to repair a refrigerator, replace the control board. A valve went bad in the dishwasher. I learned how to replace that, and we got one and stuff. We're on our third microwave since we bought the house. You know, all that kind of stuff, yeah. Redid the flooring in the kitchen / dining room. Yeah, I mean, I do all that stuff too, yeah, for sure. And the standard, cut the grass, all that kind of stuff. I'm in a tense battle with a chipmunk in the backyard still. I hope I killed it this morning, though. I didn't want to do this, but I ended up, I flooded its burrow. I wanted to try it. These other ways weren't working. So I just said, you know what? I'm over it. I want this thing gone. It's burrowing underneath my back patio. I need it gone. No, it was actually Simon. Usually he's not the, you know, the one for the tomfoolery, but this time, you know. Tried trapping it, wouldn't work, didn't work. Yeah. Jeez.
Underscore height. Underscore height. Underscore height.
Cheerio! Hype, hype, hype.
Underscore height.
Hype, hype, hype. Thank you so much for the 13 months of Slayership. Someone said, yeah, get the BB gun and stock it for 4 hours. That's the next thing I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna borrow a BB gun from somebody. I know somebody's got one. My nephew or something might have one. And I'm gonna go sit in the backyard. I'll go just plop my butt down in the very back up against the fence and stare at my house. Because that's the thing, it's right up against my house pretty much. Like, it's literally burrowing underneath my back patio. It's crazy. T1 white mob stuff, is find item worth it? It's gonna kind of be... I do... If you kill the white mobs and the champions... so I'll say it like this. Usually what I do is... If I'm doing something like Singer Barb, instead of howling away all of the monsters, I'll look for the elite, the unique monster or something, and I'll just tele stomp them, and then I'll use the war cry, right, to take him out. And if it takes out all of his minions around it, I do item find them too. They are white and they're minions, so. Because I usually find it so hard to perfectly target the unique monster that I just go like this with the find item. I spin my mouse around like this and item find everything. I find that faster than trying to just pinpoint them one. So I would say kind of do them all, I guess. So pretty much what I try to do is I usually try not to take them out, but I just item find them anyways, if I do. So. Get a ghillie suit. Nice. Don't know about that. Don't know. It's just a chipmunk, so I don't know if I'll have to go that far. What I was thinking about doing is like maybe while I was streaming like this, go take my phone and like, because it's right outside my kitchen window, take my phone and like prop it outside the kitchen window facing down and have a video of like streaming it to like Discord or something, or maybe to one of my other YouTube channels. And then I could, I'll be sitting here and I'll see the chipmunk hop out and run away. And I'll put like a door on a string and pull it, and it'll drop down on top of his burrow so he can't get back in. He won't know where it is. Let's go over here. I ran out of battle orders. So I was too busy talking about my Acme chipmunk trap. Oh my gosh, I just gave him a potion. I'm such a bad mercenary parent. Right. I'm such a bad boss. Boy, this is going not great. Not great at all. We're definitely not getting a level today. Don't need any more lums. True story. Printer cam turn into chimp cam. Oh my gosh, I would need such a long USB cable, like USB extender or whatever. Does anybody have a 70-foot USB repeater cable or whatever it's called? If you do, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna get this thing. You know what else I'm gonna get? 200 likes on the YouTube stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me if you could. And by if you could, I mean do it, or I don't like you. You have a 200-foot USB extender cable? Wow. I guess I never looked into it, but you know, I have like a 6-foot one, or I have a few different 6-foot ones I use, so that because actually, come to find out, my standing desk is too tall. Like, I'm too tall for my microphone and my camera for the pre-attached like USB cables to reach my computer because the desk is so high. So I had to hop on the Amazon and buy some. So Jordan, I bet you he would leave probably, yeah, if I did that. Gosh, this thing is so ridiculous though, this chipmunk. I literally took a whole thing of like cayenne pepper and just dumped it in the hole, and he just plowed right through it, just like no problem. Like usually any mammal would be, they hate spicy stuff, but can you do the council with Frenzy Barb? Yeah, you can do like the Trav council, yeah. I mean, if you can do the council here, Terrorized Wave 3, you could do the Trav council for sure. CJ, offline single player. Offline single player. Don't feel like drinking that cold coffee. Yeah, I'm surprised how many swings are missing. I know it's ignore target defense doesn't work here, but I put extra points into dex. It says I have a 75% chance to hit. It really doesn't seem like it. I think that's fake news. Forgotten Tower. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want to farm the Forgotten Tower with a barb, but why would you say I couldn't? I know ghosts are immune to physical, but I do have one into Berserk to chop them out, so. But I wouldn't really want to do that. I guess it's not the best, you know, to do for this build. Oh, 133. I thought this had 53. I'm like, where did the time go? My God. We got 93 likes. Wait, what? Huh, interesting. How many SOJs have I found offline? I sort of mentioned, I don't know the exact number, but probably like 10, probably. I think 3 of them I found from Nightmare Andy farming, and probably like 7 from just regularly running around. I don't know for sure though. I've used a couple for getting Annies, and then I got a few around in different areas. So. This might be a good level. Maybe I'll just take this out. There's usually 3 monster types, right? So we got horror mages, we've got flayers, and we got baddies. Fiends, I guess. That's probably one of the better roles for monster types, huh? Whoa! Something just hit me real hard. So let me charge in and get taken out here in a second. Pay attention. Should Javazan use Crown of Ages or Chains of Honor? Crown of Ages or Chains of Honor? I wouldn't use either one of those for a Javazan, personally. I guess Chains of Honor, because one's a helmet and one's a armor, of course. But I always go with Enigma, just so you can run faster and have more magic find, and then if you want to use a teleport here and there to reposition your Merc or whatever, you know, you got that. Chains of Honor I know has a bunch of res, so maybe if you want to do that. If you're a Lightning Fury Javazan, you definitely want to use Griffin's Eye, 100%. Make sure I redo my battle orders here in a second. It's probably going to run out. Let's see. Twitch has 1440p but disabled 1080. Interesting. So you can't use the 1080, but yeah, I don't know why that would be. Maybe it's something on your side there. Let's see. Oh yeah, there is no 1080. Interesting. Well, I guess use 1440. It usually has 1080, but I don't know. Ugh, more souls. Very strange. Not available in PH. In PH. I don't know what you mean by that. Philippines, I guess? You can't use 1440 in the Philippines? Nailed it. Interesting. Is the internet just not good enough there, or what's the story behind that? It's illegal? Nicholas, welcome in. Nicholas G. That took too long. Got 1 gig, but just don't support 1440 here. Interesting. That's kind of odd. I don't. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know enough about why that. I'm not a computer expert, but yeah, I couldn't imagine why that would be. Yeah, that's like the one thing with Frenzy. I do wish you could like individually target monsters instead of constantly swinging around at random stuff when you want to take out the one champion that's like really hitting you hard, you know? Grinding Bale really... Oh, I lost it. I almost died. Lost the comment. Someone said Grinding Bale, very aggressive, my guy. Yes, TZ Bale, so, you know, TZ runs here, so I figured I could get some experience, but yeah, P8's a little on the tough side for me. So I'm just leaving it on players 3 at the moment, but then I don't know if it really is the bee's knees or whatever you call it with it on a lower player's count like this. Physical. Frenzy Barb not quite the GOAT. Okay, now I got the rest of them down. Chop him out. And bail. Smolp says, nothing like a good challenge. Definitely a little bit of a challenge for me. A little on the slow side. Open grapefruit. I can't tell. Congratulations, I guess? Come on. Dun 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 dun. Alright, is this the one? I wonder... It probably does a little bit, but I don't know how much. Has anyone ever looked it up whether, like, TZ Bales, like, a high-level TZ Bales drop odds are higher than his regular drop odds for certain things like Tyrell's Might? Or is it a pass-fail type situation? I thought it was going to be that time, right? Couple spirits there for some reason. I don't remember why this stuff is here. Oh, I need to get rid of those. That's what it was. Yeah, I need to get rid of these. Those were items that I made a video with a character I here edited in, and then I made another character, and I wanted to transfer from one character to the other, but I ended up not using them. So those are not items. Those are not my items. Viv says, doesn't think Bale or Diablo should be allowed to drop blues. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Can they drop? I don't know. You know, I forget some stuff. And I don't pay attention enough to remember what... Can they drop, like, white items? Or, like, can they drop, like, garbage? Air bolts? Cracked, like, casks and stuff like that? I think only like quest drops they have that thing where the act bosses drop all good level stuff, which is why TZ Andy quest bugged is, or aka just the standard Andy nowadays, is so godly. I think it was 322, Brian. I believe that was the number.
I need mana.
Ah. We'll hit at players 8. See how much the experience goes with one of these runs. Hard to really compare without actually literally doing the math, I guess. The first wave or two isn't too bad, but boy, maybe the second wave is a little slow. This might be a case of where the Reaper's Toll will help me out with that decrep proc, really. I think I still have the Pride over here. Decrep proc and then his like more damage stuff, so yeah, offline. Yeah. Well, he's moving real slow. Can really tell with how slow he's moving, to be honest. Oop, miss. 1 in 145,000 for regular, 1 in 16 for players 3 regular. Are those both for regular soak? Ah, what am I doing? This button. There we go. Reaper's Toll probably keeps him alive a little better too with all that life leech that it has. Oh, thought that was one we could upgrade for Smulps maybe. Oh, gotcha. One was regular. Oh, so that's like a hugely higher drop rate then for terrorized Bale. Holy smokes! Like not 10, but it's like 9 times better. You know what, actually, I just realized, too, because the last wish will override the decrep, and vice versa, huh? Since I'm using last wish at the moment. Didn't think about that. I kind of forgot about that. 2K 2,000 LK runs, you got Enigma on single player. That's actually pretty good odds. Oh boy, they're mighted. Hold on. Hold up. I gotta watch out. I'm about to get wrecked. Take them out one at a time as they walk up here. The singular most efficient experience farming in the game right now. I wonder if I'd... Woo! I wonder if I'd be better off just killing the regular monsters on the way down here. With how slow, like, P8 is against these guys. I don't know the, like, amount of experience they really give, to be honest. The actual numbers. My gosh, Spectral hit Lister, bro. I kind of want to, but I don't want to die. Chance to repair from double throw. I don't know the actual number, but if you have it maxed out, you'll never run out. I can tell you that much. Experience bars barely moved. No. I was about right here when I started. About an hour. I moved like this far in like an hour. It was down here. It wasn't even halfway up this one. It was about right here. So it's moved, but Barb's just a high-level Barb leveling. It's not... You can't compare it to, like, a Hammered In or a Nova Sorceress or even to, like, a Wind Druid or anything. It's so much slower, you know, so... and yeah, I know other Barb builds probably better, but... Right now, Merc's got a Reaper's Toll. I have like a billion other options, but Reaper's Toll just seems to be the best. Yeah, Captain Fam, that 2K runs is actually really quick. So, congrats on that. Is it ethereal? It is not. I actually have an ethereal one, but I'll need to take like an hour or an hour and a half or however long it takes me to do a playthrough. It'd probably take me honestly like an hour to play through and get another socket quest. I was gonna do that pretty soon. I usually have socket quests on hand to just go ahead and use, but I just haven't been doing it. I may just off stream do it one day or whatever. Oop. Oh, hard pass on that. I don't know if I want to take these guys on. I'm not leeching anything from them for whatever reason, so we'll skip that. Wowsies. Oh, my mercenary died. What? No wonder things are going slower all of a sudden. Boy, that guy is just not surviving. Yeah, I got a pride. I literally just took the pride off, to be honest. So, literally just took it off. $152. Let's see what the next terror zone is. Maybe it's some, I think it's a really bad area. I can't remember, though. Black Marsh, the Hole. I mean, the Hole is pretty much the pits, right? So, maybe we'll do that. Oop. Probably better off just sprinting around random terror zone, I think. Ooh. Jeez. Ah! Oh, God. Hard pass. That's real bad. Have any white rings? I wish. I loaded up my inventory with these hex charms down here. Couple it. Ith swords. I want to be able to use this guy. This 17 Barb would be so good for a singer. I did respec and try this too, Beast Grief like that. But it did not, and then I went, what did I do? I went Last Wish Act 5 Barbarian with Beast, me using Beast Grief. I got a Pride. Last Wish I made almost perfect. Merc Armor, he's rocking a Fortitude. He's got Andy's Fortitude on. So between Frenzy, Berserk, and Whirlwind, I mean, Whirlwind's probably, I mean, it's all dependent on what you're doing, really. Whirlwind's probably the best. I mean, with being able to hit pretty much AoE. Frenzy doesn't really much have AoE. It's just like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, swinging all over the place, so. Berserk's tough too. Berserk's really like one point wonder or built for running Trav, and that's like about it. Because you don't leech life when you're using Berserk, so makes it tough. So if you're making Infinity general use, but you want to make one Infinity for everything, honestly, you can't really do one for, if you're gonna run an Amazon and it's not like a Spirazon, I guess. I mean, I would probably just go, you know, Ethereal Thresher or Man Catcher, and then you are allowed to self-wield an Infinity Thresher on your Energy Shield Nova Stork if you want to. I know people act like you can't, and it is suboptimal, but like if you're offline single player, are you really going to make, you know, several Infinities? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but I wouldn't expect everybody to. So I made mine in a Man Catcher, and I used that on my self-wield Infinity Nova Stork for a long time. So until I eventually did make another one, but I do pick those up, Landsnail. I just, you know, I'm reading 2 separate chats. I'm trying to stay alive in a P8 terrorized Worldstone Keep, you know. Also, I mean, if I literally picked up every rare that everybody ever told me to identify, I would never kill monsters. I would, you know, I would be spending like a minute and a half IDing stuff at every pack. Overall volume low. Turn your volume up, I guess. I don't know what to tell you on that one, Davis. Got to turn the volume up on your computer or on your phone or whatever. Non-eth Man Catcher. No, I mean, I would make it an Ethereal Man Catcher, Captain. The only time you need to make a Infinity in a non-ethereal base is if you plan to actually deal physical damage with it, attack with it. So like a Spear Amazon. So I wouldn't generally recommend that. Are we tilting? No. Gosh, I hate the freaking souls, bro. Not tilting. There's nothing I can do about other people's volume. Oh my god. Now that's tilting me. That's tilting me right there. Brian T says he tried for 2 years to find Ethereal Sacred Armor, couldn't find it. Ooh. Small says, what have I concluded so far? What do I think is the best setup? I mean, it's probably Dual Griefs, Reaper Skull. Honestly, that's probably what it is. Boring, but I do want to throw down. I wonder, the time's pretty much up, but I wonder how fast, like if I actually did fill this up with max damage charms, what it would be. Maybe I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll try it. Like, would it be noticeably different? I have a ton of them, so. I don't really ever use them, so why don't I just try them, huh? I don't know why they're so rare. I guess gold. Yeah, I don't need that one. Wrong. I got 2 of those. We've got Grand Charms are easy to do. They're not, you know, obviously I don't have perfect stuff, but that we'll go with the, we want the most damage. 315, 313 with faster run walk. Love that. Dex, some strength. 320, 10. Let's go. 634. Sure, we'll go with that. I don't know how many I really need, but Cube, Torch, Annie, Geeds. I think I need a few. We'll go with these, I guess. Sure. That's probably enough. See how this goes. Whoopsie. Rare bone knives. Yeah, I'll think about it. Guess I got a few too many here, but good enough. I don't feel like looking through it, but let's just do a chaos run or two here, huh? Should still be on players 8. I got dual grief, right? Yeah. Not feeling too fast so far. Yeah, I'm gonna need to keep my Merc by me, huh? Not feeling too quick so far. Even with the extra, I wonder, I'll have to obviously check the speed difference with the MF charms on. Shell Rune, legendary, calm down. Yo, welcome in. Thoughts on Diablo Unleashing Chaos? Looking for copium. I don't have a lot of copium for you. I think that tweet was just like, oh look, 25th anniversary of D2 Diablo 2. We have a lot more stuff in store for you, and the more stuff they have in store for you is other things for Diablo in general, not Diablo 2 related. But I'm just some guy, so. Melee does not. Oh, don't want to make sure I get killed here. Jeez. Oh, yeah, because you don't leech nothing from these guys. Yeah, definitely melee stuff, not the fastest PVM, but we can do some stuff and decide what we think is, you know, better / faster. Stone skin gonna be slow, of course. Grief Azarath? I mean, Azarath wouldn't be increased damage, right? It just knocks back the undead. Which would be like the cast, well, everything but these Venom Lords, I guess. Is there more there that I'm missing here? Or? Alright, have fun. Oh, damaged undead, huh? Gotcha. I guess maybe, yeah, maybe we try her specifically here in the Cast Sanctuary, maybe. No, I mean, I could try her out, but... Because after this much, Cast Sanctuary is not going to give me any experience, so... Like, I wouldn't even, like, run it after that. Unless it was terrorized, I should say. Let's check and see what the speed difference here would be. Oh, where's my Geeds at? Between the max damage charms I just had and all my MF charms. Because I do love Magic Fight, of course, when you want to find a Tyrell's Might more than anything. Yeah, this would have to be real slow to really feel different, because even before it felt real slow. And I'll be honest, it doesn't really look / feel any different than it was before, to be honest. With all the max damage charms, so. Undifferent. Yeah, I get you, Smolps. Yeah, and in this particular area, it might be. The only reason I came out to run this is because I thought this area would be hard enough that I could feel the difference between the max damage charms and the MF charms. Because if I go run Terrorized Hole, always watch out for a Terrorized Hole. You know, I wouldn't even be able to tell a difference in the damage. It'd be like a couple of swings and everything would be dead, probably. So. Brian says he's always been curious what the act of this act right here, Act 4, what it would be like if they didn't cut it down. Interesting. Let's see. I mean, I could just run around out here, huh? Yeah, cause see, like this is P8 with the MF charms, so I don't know that I would even be able to see a difference really, at all, even if it was doing something different. This player's A, right? Yeah. Getting all that juicy experience, right? Glibberish says it was that an expansion? You say another act for D2? There was an idea for an expansion of how the Cow King became corrupted. I don't know if I'd really want that, to be honest. I don't know if I really need the story behind the Cow King, you know? I kind of prefer it just to be some unspoken thing that it just, you know... San, welcome in. Gear hasn't changed much since the other day, so just like dual griefs and stuff. Enigma, I'm teleporting around, of course, so... Greeny said there was, ooh, I was just hitting him with my Heart of the Oaks. Hidden quest in the code. I believe that's probably true. There's some, like, items like that that were in the code and got taken out and stuff like that, so... Yeah, I don't have everything memorized or whatever, but I do remember hearing that they ran out of time, essentially, or got ordered, like, hey, you gotta get this game out now, or something along those lines, so that's why it ended up the way it was. Don't remember the full story, though. Have to go rewatch one of the lore videos, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Someone on Twitch, Smulps, Glibberish on Twitch said that there was a planned expansion, that's what it was, so... where's that? Where's the other cave at? Where's, do not see it. The amount of life after bow. What are you saying that's not a lot? Are you saying it is good, or what are you saying, Beal? It is a little bit lower. I pumped a ton of points in the decks to land shots on like the higher monsters or whatever. Under most circumstances, my survivability is perfectly fine too. So. Most. I guess if I want to get a level, I should probably pay more attention to surviving, so. Brian, yeah, maybe one day check that out. I did see the start of it or whatever, but, ooh, yeah, well. Didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched like the first bit of it. Barb's usually like 4K or more, probably. Yeah. Yeah. True story. True story. I did die one time the other day, but I think I did something really stupid, so... The amount of life I had probably wouldn't have helped. Yeah, but really I was hoping to land more shots, and I was using the Last Wish. I wanted to land shots with that, and the super uniques, the ignore target defense on this doesn't apply, so... I was kind of testing so many different things, I kind of kept losing track. 2800 seems low. Yeah, I mean, people love to max things out that don't matter. Like, if you're farming the pits or something, or the hull, like, you do really need 4,000 or 5,000 life, you know? Because you could obviously watch my health over there and see if it ever goes down, you know, with 2800 here. These guys got too much life. Oop, went down to 2787. 2600. Uh-oh. Spectral hit. This will get me down a little bit more. Depends what you want to do, I guess. Or if you have your character set up to make sure it survives no matter where it goes, no matter what happens, you know. So, on single player, you don't always do things like you would online, I guess. Or you can, but you don't have to, I'm saying. Really, I could just respec every single different area I went to. That's a bit extreme for me, though. I guess, even though nothing I'd ever use. Archers maybe could be more of a problem. Pay a little more attention. Pucker up a little bit. Snow Pro, long time no see. Hopefully you're doing good. Lift Heavy says looks fun but too slow. Yeah, I mean, this is Player's 8, by the way. Also, it's a level 96 terrorized P8. I mean, it is definitely no Mosaic Assassin. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh. I forgot. Thanks a lot, chat. I was gonna do it in the opposite order today. Instead of walking on the treadmill first and then getting off and like sitting down, I was gonna do it like sit down and then
cabin on Higgins for a week and then golf trip.
Nice. Congrats on that stuff. Sounds great. Piperanga. Any drops I'm late? Nothing crazy. Nothing really to call home about. So let me tie my shoes real quick. I'm gonna slide the treadmill under here and I'm gonna start walking. It's gonna be crazy.
NS Greeny donated $5 through Super Chat. Am I the only one that feels like mosaics take the fun out of the game?
Yo, thank you for the $5 super chat. It is kind of lame, I'm gonna be honest, but you know, other people like it. I just don't play it, and just don't play in games with people who are playing it. So it is what it is. I gotta plug it in real quick. I guess all this malarkey is why I usually hook it up before I start streaming. But I was just thinking, I hate drinking hot coffee and then walking on a treadmill. You know what I'm saying? So gluten kills. No, I think you're crazy. D2R is getting updates next season. I don't think so, but ooh, going a little fast. Go right here. Boy, it does feel good to move my legs a little bit here, though, huh? Thank you once again, Greeny, for the $5 super. Also, Snowpro, thank you for the 35 months of Slayership. You said you're tired and sore from your golfing and vacation, huh? Oh, speaking of golfing, I got my buddy text me the other day, like yesterday or the day before. He's like, hey, you want to golf this Friday? We had someone back out on our golf outing. It's all paid for. breakfast before we tee off, shotgun start at 8:30, lunch at the turn, and then like an early dinner at the end. Beer is all the beer you can drink is included. I'm like, what? Yeah, okay, yes, I'm in. So Friday night when I stream, it might be a very interesting stream. We'll just say that, because I would have been. I'm at a free outing with free alcohol, so and so. Watch out, he's walking. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, free. All I have to do is get there and back. Oh, speaking of, I forgot to message the guy back. He was talking about maybe meeting halfway, like to drive there. I forgot to message him. Shoot, I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad. I hate messaging. I just hate messaging people, really is what it is. I gotta get back to him here. I forgot. Want a treadmill? Hasn't dropped yet. A treadmill. I think that's a little bit different than a treadmill. Missing a GC? I'm not sure. Or did I miss one? Maybe. I would go back, but it'll take me too long to find it. Let's see. Someone said they have no sound. I don't know what to tell. You just got to reset your browser, buddy. I don't know if anyone told them or not. It's a YouTube thing. You just got to close the YouTube app on your phone and reopening it, and you'll have sound. Amped for football season. Yeah, I'm pretty amped. I don't know. In a way, I'm almost not amped because then I'm gonna have to choose between football and like doing work around the house and working, you know. So it's a tough choice because I really want to watch football and stuff. So end up getting way less done. So Derschmerler says, don't even care about golf. The rest sounds fun, though. Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and free beer? Just that without the golf? Be like, I'm in. Yeah, I couldn't imagine... I don't know. My buddy must have some rich friends or something. Maybe he's rich. That they would have a golf outing at, like... And it's like a nice course, too. That's like a $200, $250 golf outing, probably. Just me guessing. For how much it would cost like, minimum for someone to golf in a tournament. Or a golf outing that had stuff like that. And they're just like, I can't make it. Find somebody, you know, they don't have to pay nothing. Brian says, hope we take your Lions out. Fat chance, buddy! Lions are the goats. I don't even feel like IDing that. Whatever. The was not chill. Said you had an Oxy, but it wasn't for you. Oculus is my favorite sorceress orb to use out of everything. Like for almost every build. Except for like Self Infinity. Nova Sorceress. Isted Oculus. Ooh. What? Whatever. Teach their own. Don't forget to tip the cart girl. I mean, yeah. I mean, especially when everything's free. Kind of schmuck do you think I am? Brian, oh, you're from Mini. You got your butts kicked last year. Well, hopefully our Michigan man can help you out, huh? I know he blew his leg out last year, but hopefully, with how good your coach seems pretty good from what, you know. He made Kirk Cousins look good and Sam Darnold, so. He made Kirk Cousins. It's so funny, those memes like nobody's as good as Kirk Cousins' agent, something like that. He's made like $350 million and he's never even like, he's won like one playoff game ever. And but yeah, even when Cousins got hurt, they came in with like that quarterback's I forget his first name, Josh Dobbs I think is his name, and he even did kind of good. And then they put in Sam Darnold, who's been not great anywhere, and he comes in and does great. And yeah. Map seeding, cheating on single player. If you're going in and typing in a like 27-digit number to get one specific map seed, then yes, I think it's cheating. If you are re-rolling your map to get a different map, and you get the map, a map that you think is really good, that's not cheating, in my opinion. Cheating on single player though is really like, I don't even know how to describe it necessarily though. It's only really cheating if you don't tell anybody and you're like, oh look, I found a burr rune, and then oh look, I found a burr rune on the next run too. I got a burr rune from LK on 37 consecutive runs. Yeah. It's like, bro, you map seeded it. It's not really like legit, you know. But really, anyone can do whatever they want. I don't really care. People can hero edit in their own characters and do whatever they want. You know, I don't really care. Atanius. I've never heard that before. They said they had some bug with the Radamant quest where the book dropped and then he died and he saved and exited, came back, and now the book doesn't drop, but he also can't complete the quest. It's possible, I guess. I've never heard of it or whatever, but oh yeah, I got bowling tonight. I gotta double check. I'm so terrified that because last week I bowled so good that I think my average is gonna go up like 20 pins this week, honestly. And if it did, I'm in trouble because there's no way I'm gonna bowl as good as I did last week. I couldn't imagine it. Because in our bowling league we bowl 3 games. I bowled something like a 216, or I bowled like a 208, like a 216, and like a 204 or something. 3 games over 200 when my average is 168. So I'm gonna be in trouble. Business meet and greets. Company does them. Yeah, that's probably what it was actually. $1,000 for a team. That's what I was gonna say. It probably was with people from work. That's what I was gonna say, Beal. So yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. Because he is like middle management at a company. So one time he got Tigers tickets that I went to and stuff like that. So probably is what it is. High on McCarthy, says Brian. Yeah, a lot of people are high on McCarthy, huh? Kind of crazy that, you know, a rookie who's never played, people are kind of high on, but I mean, a lot of it I think has to do with the coach. And obviously he's got Jefferson to throw it to, and Hawkinson, and already, so. Mason says, talking about that Dobbs guy, you think he's on the Patriots now? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that. He's kind of a notorious backup. So, or a perennial backup or whatever you want to say, so. The Vikings getting their hopes up is what they do. I mean, talk trash about the fan base. I mean, I'm a Lions fan, so what am I really gonna say, right? We've never really done anything. We should have went to the Super Bowl, but had an absolute meltdown. Gave up 17-point lead at just before halftime. Like, but yeah. George, guy with no eyebrows. I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, Brian said he's going to study our new offensive coordinator. Big implications for fantasy. I don't think that's going to be as big of implications as people make it out to be honest. I think us losing Ragnow, I think, retired was a lineman that retired. I think that's a bigger deal than the offensive coordinator, to be honest. That's what I think. But in the more recent years, I've been getting huge into believing that one or two offensive linemen can literally make or break a team. Gluten Kill says Vikings make mediocre quarterbacks look really good in the regular season, then lose in the playoffs. I think that's true, but not as like a dig. I think it's because the coach is good enough that he can make mediocre quarterbacks kind of good. But once you get to the playoffs, a coach coaching up their player isn't as like you have to have an all-star quarterback at that point. You can't just coach a guy up and call great plays and this and that, you know, because everything's on a different level at that point. That's what I think happens. I don't think that it's just they need to get a good quarterback. Is what it is. They need McCarthy to be good. So they need him not to be Sam Darnold. You know, I don't hate Sam Darnold or anything, but he's no you know, Josh Allen or something, you know. Or Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes or something, you know. Burrow. He's not one of those guys. Brian says he thinks Seattle's going to regret signing Darnold. Very well, maybe. It's weird, too, that they let go of Geno Smith just to sign Sam Darnold. Like, you might as well have kept Geno at that point. I don't know. Some of it could have been contract situations too. Can't keep track of everything like that, but all of our defensive injuries for the Lions, yeah, that was unfortunate. There was like 30 guys. We're literally calling people up off the couch. They're not even on other teams' practice squads. They're just like, hey, we heard you used to play high school football. Can you come be defensive end for us? In comes some guy with the last name Muhammad. He actually had made a few plays too, but it's just like, geez, like what is going on here? N3 mean. Me mean? Maybe? Welcome in. Little stone skin with archers hitting me, bro. Let's get the archers first. Archers are scumbags. Whoa. Yeah, our division with the Lions, Vikings, Bears, the Green Bay. I mean, it's going to be a pretty good division. And I mean, it was last year too. So of course, I think the Lions either stayed the same or got like 1% worse, but are pretty much the same, I think. But I think the other teams actually got better. But sometimes, we were kind of talking about this earlier in the stream. If anyone's ever heard the saying that steel sharpens steel, like the Lions might be better from playing better competition all season. You know, because when you play harder competition, it makes you better in the end, even though your record may be worse because the people you're playing are harder, you know? We'll see, though. Defensive tackle just tore his ACL. Are you talking this year? One of our current defensive tackles just tore his ACL? Because last year it was Hutchinson tore his ACL. In like this, was that in the preseason or was that one of the first games? I can't remember. This year, like he just did in practice or something? Guess I didn't hear about that or something. I don't know. When Zarike did? I can't remember if I knew that or not. I don't remember. Meanwhile, said he got the Lions-Ravens tickets already. Nice, nice. And A Skiz said with Hutch back, they're going to be better. Yeah, he can be pretty good. He's had some off games, but oh my gosh, freaking Archer, bro. Chug some potions. Get rid of this Archer. There's where you want a little bit more on the side of life. When you're getting hit for half of your whatever. Oh, he broke his leg. Gotcha. Yeah, now I remember. I'm not one of those people that likes seeing that kind of stuff. And one time I don't remember how it happened, but I accidentally seen the video. I'm like, ugh! He has too many knees. Nope, supposed to be swinging. Coach loves Montgomery for some reason. I mean, he's not bad. He's pretty good. You also don't want to drive one running back into the ground. But Gibbs isn't the hardiest, you know. Not that he's some midget or anything, but he's not Derrick Henry, you know what I mean? So. Fantasy-wise, though, and also you got to remember to separate. I'm not saying you're necessarily doing this, but I tend to do it sometimes too. Separate fantasy and real-life football. Because yeah, as a fantasy owner who has Gibbs, you would obviously just love Gibbs to get like 30 points every game, fantasy-wise. Which he does get crazy points when Montgomery's out, but might not be the best thing for your football team. Zelkuna, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, yeah. Appreciate you. Brian says NFL moved fully to a dual running back league. I think it's beneficial, to be perfectly honest. So. Less injuries since it started too. Yeah, for sure. So it's not as good for fantasy, but I think it's better for the team in general to have, you know, people around for the playoffs when it comes around. So Askiz, thank you for the 3 months. 3 months to Twitch Prime sub. What a slayer. Appreciate you. Thank you. Beal says Lions play great team football. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think there's a lot to be said for what Dan Campbell brings to the team and to the table. Like, does he have some like special brain for like scheming plays and stuff like that? Like, I don't think that's what it is, but I think your team is better off. How hard people will work for you is the hugest thing when it comes to sports. And I think that the players love Dan Campbell. And I think that they go out there and they try harder than the people they're playing against on a regular basis. And I think that is a huge thing in all sports, to be honest. Maybe baseball, not, well, probably baseball too even, but especially sports where it's, if you try harder, you can beat the guy in front of you, and then you win. You know what I mean? I think that whole, it almost seems kind of cheesy, but that whole like, oh, I'm a top, let's go out there in the rain, and we're going to go out there and hit people hard and get the hogs. We're hogs down in the trenches, you know? I think that whole thing goes over great with football players. And most hated coaches, probably Urban Meyer. Voiced the guy in Halo. So I did that for a video one time. I can actually make myself sound incredibly like that guy if I really pay attention. And he's like, running riot, kill-tacular, Kilimanjaro. Unstoppable. Yeah, I just got to throw my voice a little bit and make it happen. I think I did it for a video when it was like a countdown. I was like, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Part of it's like the cadence too. Really, if you hit the cadence and then you can kind of skew your voice to get the right tone. When's the last time an underdog team won the Super Bowl? I'm not really sure. Tampa Bay and with like Brad Johnson at quarterback, the creamsicle jerseys when they weren't the throwback jersey. Or wasn't like the Kurt Warner the greatest show on turf? Oh wait, no, did they lose or did they win? Did they almost win? I don't remember. I don't have a perfect recall of history of sports things. I'm not that kind of guy. Whoop, whoop. Detroit 2 years ago? Oh, it would have. Well, I don't know if the Lions were even underdogs then. We should have made it to the Super Bowl at least. But yeah. Ooh. I don't know about football, but if you go sports-wise, probably. Remember the Pistons going to work Pistons when they beat the Lakers? They almost swept them. Lakers in 5. Oh, that was a huge one. The Lions, like before the year started, you're saying? Yeah, I guess they did. They ended the season on like a 6-game win streak, but they were like, even with that 6-game win streak at the end of the season, the Lions had only won like 1 game up until that point or something. So yeah, maybe. I mean, I was pretty high on the Lions. I'm like, these guys are freaking doing it, bro. But I don't know about making it as far as they did. I didn't know that, but I had high hopes, I guess. But yeah, them 04 Pistons, yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hockey and baseball, someone said, is much more frequent for the the upsets. Yeah, I don't watch those ones. Those are probably the two sports that I pay attention the least to be honest. So nowadays, anyways. We're at here. the non-ethereal. Here's a bar pound. I picked this one up for you. Time to pick up a non-ethereal executioner sword, but not a bar pound. Well, if it rolls good, I could upgrade that to a Colossus blade. Goated. It's a lot more fun than like a 5 bow helm on offline single player. I would never touch it. But a funny, crazy, like 415 ED Colossus blade with something else on it. Crazy. I usually do pick up the rare helms. I just if I didn't see it or I forget, I don't really stress too much about it. Especially when they're items that you could identify like 15,000 of them and none of them would be even worth keeping. But what if one was, you know? So I don't fret too much about missing one. What's going on here? I thought I took you out already. Found a low rune, used it for a fortitude for your mercenary. Nice. Yeah, I think that's probably where I used my first one too. I could see an argument for a grief as well, of course, depending on what you want to play. Boy, another day or two, I'm totally gonna get this level. Ooh, you know what? What is it? 46. I think there's another Act 1 Terror Zone coming up here. Dark Woods. Treehead Woodfist farming. I wonder how good my Treehead Woodfist map is, huh? Right? Let's see. Rays winning in the last 15 years. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Another baseball don't follow too much. I know the Tigers were doing really good. Now they're not doing good. I do know that. Mason, I had no idea what that is. Let's identify this rare. Be something crazy, huh? Yeah. Me, 420. There's, if you type in, just go on Google and type in Terror Zone Tracker, it'd probably be the top one to pop up, I'd guess. It's like a site called D2 Emu. And there's a tracker for single player where you can literally go out months and see exactly on what day and what time there's a Terror Zone. For online though, you only can see the current Terror Zone and then the next Terror Zone is all you can see. But at least you can see the next one. So. Land snail. Yeah, that's I usually pick those magic ones up too. There's a few other items I pick up just for the lulz, so I want to find a cruel Colossus Blade of Quickness, so I pick up blues of those and stuff. Missed 2 small charms? There's no way. There's no way I would do that. When I hit that chest, I barely looked at the items, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why. I was thinking too hard about what I was doing. Let me get rid of these max damage charms again. And there's no way I would miss that. Yeah, next up, Dark Woods Underground Passage. Well, I gotta clean up my shared stash here. There we go. Crafting soon. I gotta see what I got. I'm not sure how much I got. Also, I need to check and see if I need to save up some jewels. Wait, which way did I do this? Ice member, what is going on? Beal says his old boomer butt will never watch baseball again, huh? Oh, yeah? Interesting. Yeah, I guess I might here and there, but it's not on regular television anymore, really. That's on some other random sports network that I have to pay like $80 a month to get, so. All the other sports really did destroy their brand for like short-term profits. They really did. NFL's the only smart one that kept the games on regular television so you can watch them for like free. And that's why why NFL is the most popular by like 3,000%. Do other things too. I mean, honestly, because of fantasy football, and football is just so convenient for really gambling, to be honest. With it only being once a week, it's not something you have to like every day keep up with. Just like, hey, the weekend when most people have work off, boom, here's our games for free. Thomas, yo!
Tomas Canopa donated €5 through Super Chat. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi Phil.
Incredibly strange super chat, I'm gonna be honest. Incredibly weird. Thank you for the €5 though. Much appreciate the channel support. Very strange super chat though. I don't know if that's from, is that from something or not really sure. But anyways, Christopher doing good. Yeah, walking on the treadmill. I did not go to the gym this morning, so I want to get some steps in here, you know. What have I done so far? Give me one quick second. It's not like I did anything crazy, but mile and a half. It's only been a mile and a half hour. That's like super quick, right? Can't walk too fast because I will get out of breath. if you speed it up super fast, like I'm almost jogging, won't be able to talk all the time. So full rune. Another mid. Didn't I find like 5 mid runes the other day? So guess we'll keep taking them mid runes. Yeah. Whoops, wrong button. Movie The Room. Gotcha. Never heard of it. But either way, thank you for the super chat. Christopher's got his gym at home. Gotcha. That'd be nice. I can't afford all that kind of stuff. Could probably make room, I guess, but I guess you can afford whatever you are willing to spend your money on, but Nice. Me said, used my guide to find monarchs. Found 2 already. Legendary. Congrats on that. The Ice member said that movie that quotes from is notoriously bad. Huh. Like not good or inappropriate? Because that, judging from that quote, probably a little of both, I'm gonna be honest. Sawdust, welcome in. Was not chill said, interesting channel. I hear about things that I wouldn't hear about, stuff you normally wouldn't. Sports, exercising. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place. Most people, maybe I don't want to stereotype everybody, but most of the time somebody who would have a fully dedicated video game channel wouldn't be into the things that I'm into, but I kind of just accidentally fell into this, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm in a bowling league tonight. I got, you know, fancy football, sports and stuff. Love sports. I go to the gym. To be honest, probably about 50% of days I go to the gym. Married with kids. Eight-year-old, and then stepson just turned 20. There. Benching, you probably mean dumbbells. You said weights. Benching like dumbbells is all you got. Gotcha. Yeah, I got one of those like adjustable dumbbell things, but it only goes up to like 40 maybe. So it's not really enough, really. But Noobtastic just got back into D2. Been watching YouTube videos. Pretty cool content. In middle school when the game came out. Nice. Thanks for watching the vids. Hopefully they help you out and some bring you some entertainment as well. Thanks for watching. Let's see, Jordan said I should come up for the Lions-Bears game for your birthday. Might as well, right? It's gonna be so expensive. We looked into real quick Lions games, like even ones that were like close, like the Bears or the Browns or anything like that, or definitely not home games. Like Lions tickets are so expensive, it's insane. It's literally like, to any of the ones that are driving distance, it's almost worth it to buy a like Lions tickets at a game that's really far away, and then buy a plane ticket and fly there, than it is to buy one that's within driving distance, because the prices are like so much. Crazy. Ticketmaster the devil? Well, it just that is true. I'm not disagreeing with you there, but it's just like supply and demand, you know, like, because when there's tickets on sale, like so many Detroit people buy all of them and travel to see them. Crazy. You guys never play the Colts? I have to take your word on that one. I never really think about it, to be honest. I'm Noobtastic. I did play back in the day, but super unseriously. I didn't know anything about the game, really, so didn't know much. I just kind of figured it out or whatever, so. Jordan shouting out all of his D2 fan, obviously, and all the other things he's into. Fellow Elder Emo, I see. Elder Emo. Oh boy, I'm starting to get hot. I have to turn this fan on. The 09 items with all the sockets in it. No, I did not have any of those. I've seen pictures of them and whatnot, but I never had any of those. I did have like ith items and white rings and stuff like that, but I had to turn my fan on. I'm getting too hot. There we go. All right, switch over to the dark woods. Huh? 3 years on you, I think. Yeah. Well, I'm an elder emo too, so wasn't really a shot. Wasn't shots fired type situation. I wonder if he's right around here anywhere. No, it don't look like it. What? This guy's about to take me out. First stone skin malarkey. me and Kevin are in a treadmill gang. Oh, he's going yogging on his treadmill. The soft J. I don't know if anyone knew that or not, but yeah, I'm not much for jogging personally. My preferred cardio is stairs. Stairs. I don't feel like taking on that pack. If I was a Novasaur, ripping these down is cool, but I don't have enough clear speed AoE on this, so. Where's my guy at around here, huh? Where's Treehead? I might need to reset my map to get a better Treehead Woodfist map, huh? Just kidding. Just kidding. Am I currently gambling stuff? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Felix. Gambling stuff. Kev's got a Stairmaster, uses the train for hikes. Yeah, I just go on the one at the gym. The kind of an unfortunate thing, but a lot of people probably fall into this, so where it's way easier for me to work out if I pay money and go to the gym. Because like it's easier for me to spend the time and to go to the gym than just like make myself work out when I don't go to the gym. Kind of psychological thing, I guess. Well, except for this. This isn't really. I'm kind of trapped streaming here, so I can't really do anything about it. Might as well do more than one thing, right? Check something out right quick here. Make sure YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Much appreciated. Got up to 130. Oh, missed like 5 times there. Why didn't I see Treehead anywhere? Where was he? Ooh. Let's go to the whole area and didn't see Treehead Woodfist anywhere. Oh, that Jason's talking about that back in the day when Goff went to that college disguised as some random person, yeah. As some new transfer or whatever. That was back when he was with the Rams, yeah. Kind of funny. I think that was like a Peyton Manning type, or Eli Manning thing or something. Where is? Oh, here he is. One eternity away, of course. Boy, P8, these guys are strong too. A lot of life on them. I'm chugging potions on accident. Grab the jewel, grab the boots. Dex Fire Res was pretty good on that actually, but I got so many like okay jewels that I just never use. Gambling for circlets. No, I don't do that. Especially being on offline single player here, there's really no use for them. They're almost exclusively, not literally, but almost exclusively like something I ever see people use for PvP, not PvM. And then also I never get anything good. Now with that being said, I usually use all my gold to try to gamble Tyrell's Might, to be honest. Which there's like a 0.00000, I'm not going to keep going, but you know what I'm getting at here. % chance that I'll get a Tyrell's Might gambling that way, but I figure it's better than no chance, huh? Yeah, there's no way I'll get a circlet that's any good by gambling, so I'll try for Tyrell's Might. Checks out. I would much rather find a Tyrell's Might on single player than some godly Tierra, I'm gonna be honest. Like, by factors of a bazillion, so. Safer investment. True story. Archie being preseason first team quarterback when he's played like 3 games. Yeah, I guess I don't follow college football too much, to be perfectly honest, so I know kind of just like the main points that maybe you'd hear about on local radio or something. Local sports talk radio or something. Jordan says in Indy they love Eli. They didn't let Tom Brady win. That is pretty crazy that Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls when he's like super ungood. Pretty crazy. I mean, he's better than me, but don't get me wrong, but he really wasn't that great. But hey, the win is the win. So what you gonna do, huh? What you gonna say? A W is a W. Randy, welcome in. Good old Tal's mask. Experience is getting there. If I do this for the next hour, I'll get up past this. We'll probably be up in here. So the next day I stream, I'll probably get the next level. Pedestrian. Huh? Well, yeah. Mediocre. Yeah, there's a lot that could fall into that. A lot of words we could use. Oh, thought you were right. Getting after it over here. The second level of the underground passage looks just like the second level of the hole. Crazy. The similarity is crazy. Smulp says, as someone from New England, it was rough when Brady didn't win. Oh my gosh. Quiet down over there. When Brady didn't win. It was rough when the Lions never won. I mean, I guess it was, I don't remember it fully, but I do remember it was probably similar to like the Wings dynasty of like the 90s. Because it was super weird when the Wings didn't make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. And then one year they like, after long enough, they didn't make it to the playoffs after like a 23-year stint of making it to the playoffs every season. I was like, crazy. Now the Wings just are so-so. They're up and down, never super great yet, I guess, so. Yeah, the Wings dynasty was nuts. True story. It was completely, it was like the closest thing to like the Yankees, because we kept getting new people too. Every time there'd be really good people, they'd start to get a little older and they'd like take less money to come to the Wings. Rebuilding, retooling, yeah, for the last like 10 years now, huh? Yzerman, Lindstrom. Yeah, I mean, there was so many. We got Shanahan and Chelios, and the before that when it was like the Russian 5 line, and you know, the Fedorov was huge. Fedorov was like my favorite player back when I was a kid. Sergei Fedorov. Then they won that Stanley Cup, and then their limousine got in a car accident, and Konstantinov broke his neck and was paralyzed from the neck down. Crazy. Yeah, Degenerate. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. I think what was it? There's that show Receiver, I think, and they followed Amon-Ra St. Brown. And when it got to that game, in that part of the episode, I just turned it off. Like, I can't watch this again. Like, we lose because like the defenseman, like our 17th string cornerback, because the whole defense is always hurt, bounces off his face mask, and then they go in for a touchdown, and then everything just unraveled from there. Crazy. Just crazy. Degenerate said he heard the Niners signed St. Brown, but the wrong one. Yeah, I guess I haven't heard a lot about his brother. He used to play for the Bears, and then you say he went to the Niners, I guess. I mean, they need some wide receiver help there with Ayuk toast for half the season minimum. Debo gone, which probably isn't much of a problem for him, because Debo's been not much since that one. Really, he was really good for a fantasy season when he was like the running back. But I gotta empty that. What do we got going on here? I didn't mean to keep that, I don't think. I think I got 1,000,000 jewels. I think that's why I stopped saving them. Oh, got so many gems here. First, Ricky already on the pup. Yeah, this is true. He was nicked up. He got shot the other year. Ayuk, obviously. Jennings is holding out to try to get a new contract, isn't he? So, I mean, St. Brown might be starting that, huh? Y'all know George Kittle's like 35, right? He's gonna get hurt. Christian McCaffrey's like 30. You know he's gonna get hurt, right? So you're about to have nobody on that team. Heard he got a big fat contract, so you know he's barely trying now. Boy, Niners are going down. It's rough. Rough. Sorry for you guys. Phil for president. I'd be a great president. First declaration, Burr runes for everybody. Degenerate. I'm half joking, but they all could happen. But college team, Wolverines, Michigan. I didn't go there, nothing. Just as you grow up, you pick a team, and that's what I am. You know, we got 2 local teams, but how could you be a Spartan fan? Like, heebie-jeebies. Did I get these guys? Yeah. Imagine if runes existed in the real world. Not a fan of Master Chef? Why would you say that? I'm kind of confused at the Kratos. Kratos, like the God of War character guy? Kratos? Like, or Greek mythology, I guess. Not. I know it from the game, but Greek mythology. Kind of odd questions. Kratos the chef? I don't know these questions, you know. It's very confusing to me. Christopher says Alabama. Yeah, I feel like they were good for a long time, right? Probably still good. Like I said, I don't follow college football as much anymore. I really don't watch too much. I mean, I watched Michigan when they were doing good there, a year or 2 ago, or whatever it was. Won the Natty. Of course, I watched some of those games, but not really a huge college fan of stuff. So, you know, you're rich when you don't pick up Monarchs. Well, you know, you've been playing on a single player account for like 4 years. You know, I got plenty of Spirit Monarchs. Whoop, 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 whoop. Miss. Brian says he bets George Kittle crushes in fantasy this year. If he does not get hurt, I think you're probably right, to be honest. But how old is George Kittle? Can someone... I'll Google it real quick. I got a computer right here. How old is George Kittle? Oh, he's only 31? Oh, never mind. He's not as old as I thought he was. I feel like Kittle always gets hurt, though. Last year he didn't, though, did he? I feel like he was before that. But, I mean, considering they lost so many receivers and stuff, yeah, I mean, I could see him having a season. Especially with McCaffrey probably going to get hurt. And, just joking. Boy, the craziest stat is, in every season that McCaffrey isn't hurt, he's either the running back 1 or 2. It's been like 5 seasons where he didn't get hurt. And even when he played for Carolina, he was like the RB1 he was either the RB1 or the RB2. Crazy. Yeah, he's not like Mark Andrews or like Kelsey, who was like 36 or something. 37. Yeah, 31 for a tight end is not super old, to be honest. Because they don't do stuff all the time. Fun fact, Phil's OP at rolling 35 FCR spirits. It is true. It is true. I am the GOAT at making spirits. Just don't ask me to make your Phoenix Shield or your Grief. Also, don't ask me to identify your unique Sacred Armors. Don't do that either. What build is this? It's called Frenzy. Swing real fast, you run real fast. Stone Skin. Oh, well, we'll come back to him, I guess. Reaper's Toll, help me out. Pike, no good. Oh. Oh, Battle Orders ran out. I mean, there's one more pack, but I really don't want to die right now, so. Goodness. Wrong color, Shaco, yeah. Happens a lot, right? Happens a lot. I have life leech, but they're skeletons, so you don't leech anything. No life tap. Rocking dual griefs. Man, it's so hot. To raise that fan up higher. $321. $321. Keeping It Nerdy says, when you get your first Arachnis mesh, but it's ethereal. Wah, wah. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's, I've never had that feeling of it being ethereal the first one you find, but I can only imagine. Oop, 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 come on. You cried, your dog cried. Nice. The FBI agent watching you cried. Spying on you. Nice. Yeah, that's unfortunate for sure. Never gonna happen, Mewtwo. Never happen. Never. I don't want to take out all these different Carver packs. I feel like without them being champions, it's not worth the time. Keeping It Nerdy. I do know what movie that quote's from. I do know that one. Someone said one earlier I didn't know it was from. Make sure y'all on YouTube hit that like button for me if you will. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shah El Rune. Shah El. Yeah, I guess we'll go over here, find a few Good packs along the way. I think it's my new strat. Avoid the carver packs, such as. Well, there's a champs in here though. That's different. Oh, I'm hitting them with my Hotos. Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things that you don't realize. You know how when you grow up saying things, but you don't speak to anybody about the game. So it's part of the yoke. When anyone else seen the Hoto, did they say Hoto or did they say part of the yoke in their head, or did they say Hoto? I always called it a Hoto in my head. Hoto. I bring that up because people would roast me about calling it Hotos. Oh boy. Hoto as a word. Exactly. You would say the second T, the T as a D? Interesting. Interesting. Keeping it nerdy, very common question. I do not believe there's going to be an expansion for D2R or anything like that, or any new content for D2R because of the 25th anniversary. I think what they meant was there's going to be new content that's going to be super exciting for the Diablo franchise. So like new skins for D4 and stuff. Hoto like Pokemon? Is there a Pokemon named Hoto? I don't know. I know nothing about Pokemon, so. Fortnite D4? Yeah, it's. They're probably going to have skins. They're going to make skins for D4 that you'll automatically have your characters look exactly like the Diablo 2 resurrected characters. Like the face and stuff. Ice member says that's probably what they mean, but how can they be so tone deaf? I mean, not tone deaf. It's just kind of like clickbait almost. Get people interested, paying attention. That's what I think, anyways. I'm just some guy in my basement, no insider knowledge, so you know. Like they don't want to come out and be like 25th anniversary for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Congratulations, the game is done. We're not doing anything for you ever again. You know, like they're never gonna say that. Oh man. I grabbed that experience shrine, instantly cursed. Or to enchant. No good. Okay. this. I want to fight those guys. Another experience shrine. There we go. Instantly cursed. Oh, instant. Oh no, I thought I instantly got cursed or something again. Wait, am I hitting him? Yeah. Heart of the Oaks again. Great. Great, great, great. The Barb Phil answered the call. Good old whatchamacallit. Alibaba. Good old whatchamacallit. Maybe I mean I could be wrong too, but I'm just giving my opinion, Ice member. So if they would have worded it differently, they wouldn't have built the hype that they did, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know, you're kind of telling them to do worse for their company. I mean, like, tough sell there, you know what I mean? Well, all there's garbage over here. Garbage. Like, I know it's kind of annoying, but what you gonna do, huh? You were playing classic Whirlwind, Barb? You're basically a Mosaic assassin? Is this true? Basically a Mosaic.
I can't carry it
Hamdam. Found an SOJ on his third Mephisto run. Should you keep it or sell it? I would say you're probably better off, like, if you can for sure take out Declone. Don't take any chances. If you for sure, no doubt, can take out Declone, you're ready to go, I would say your Annie is going to be way more valuable to you than a Stone of Jordan. Because every single character you play, if you want to play any of the characters, you can use an Annie on any of them. But SOJ isn't used on everything. So, plus, I mean, all that res, and the faster you get your Annie, the experience gained will help you out even more. You know what I'm saying? So, even Nerdy says we're on that hopium. Yeah, everyone, the D2R community truly is. Truly is. Much very truly. Ice Ember, by the way. Oop, my bad. My bad. Ice Member, kind of like a Austin Powers reference, right? A gold member, but an ice member. Like, it's like, just joking around. But all right, I got you. That's like Austin Powers 9 ice member. $31 chances. Yeah, I mean, that's not a very good roll, but if you need some chance cards, at least you found some. At least you found some, I guess. Zoom out. Right. Oh, not what I meant to do. Diet Coke? I mean, sure, I guess. Those flails, a bunch of isks. No, they're dual Heart of the Oaks, so the plus skills will get the find item higher. I can hork it even faster, and who doesn't love horking it as fast as they can? You know what I mean? And, yeah. I prefer a faster, more hork in it and faster than more MFing, if you know what I mean. Out of context, that could sound very bad, but out of the Diablo 2 context, that all could sound pretty strange, but perfect in context. Spare time, yeah. If you end up selling your SOJ and you can't take out declone yourself, yeah, you're just SOL. Since you're just out of luck, bro. Wow, what is going on around here? I think we got I'm still amped up though. Oh my gosh, dude, I gotta get rid of this amp. They're hitting me for like 2k damage a pop. I think the champ's actually gone, so. Chow said found his least favorite thing, a yellow diadem. Unfortunate. I'm assuming you would prefer. Gosh, these archers, bro. That's this chug potions. No big deal. Stinky archers. Stinky archers. Here's where I regret putting them points into dexterity to hit the champs more often. Which I should just respec now, because for what I was doing, I don't really need that anymore, but I just don't want to respec him. So I'll just risk dying every few minutes. Lakaz, welcome in. I think it's the pronunciation there anyways. Keeping it nerdy, maybe. Can't tell you for sure, but maybe. Yep, casually walking, casually slaying. Getting those calorie burns, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be so fit. It's gonna be crazy. No, really, lately I've been stuck right around 230. Which is more than I would like to be. It's crazy how hard it is to get down weight. Crazy how hard it is. I wonder if it's really that hard now, or if I'm just imagining it, because I don't know. About 6 years ago, or actually probably about 5 years ago, just before I started YouTube, I got down to the lowest weight I got down to was 206. But now it's hard for me. Like a couple months back, I got down to 220. That was the best I could do, and then I don't remember. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I hurt my back again, I think. But yeah. A lot more fun putting on pounds than taking them off. Yeah, probably true. Barthamus, welcome in. Yeah, we're calorie slaying. Ooh, yeah. Slaying demons and calories. Kind of cheesy, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Lucas saying all the best from Poland. Welcome in. Just gave yourself a Phil haircut. Ooh, there you go. All the money you're gonna save on shampoo and combs. The savings are crazy. Going to get haircuts? Never again. Amped up. Probably want to pay attention. Battle order is probably going to run out any second, I'm guessing. Knowing my luck. I haven't paid attention to it. Standard fill maneuver. Run out of battle orders at a terrible time. I'm full of gold already. Again. I need to go gamble that Tyrell's Might pretty soon, huh? Oh, well, whatever. It's probably not a jeweler's Zakharum shield of reflecting, is it? What if it is, though? Can Nightmare drop Io, Nightmare Countess? I think so. I think the Io is the highest rune that the Nightmare Countess can drop. I don't know. Can anyone else confirm that, though? Because I'm not very, very confident in trusting my own memory here, so we'll check it. What if it is, though? What if it is? It'd be crazy. Next time. That's a great question for Google. I know Google would know. Can't remember offhand personally, but I think. The wig in the video was funny. Yeah, every once in a while, the drinking streams will get the wig on once in a while. Yeah, it looks like Ice Ember saying up to Io. Technically, she can get up to Ko from her item drop table, right? So yeah, Io, you can get Io from the rune drop table, yeah. But actually, if she's terrorized, then actually from the monster drop table. No, I'm not gonna keep going there. But what do we got? The time. 3.5 hours. Pretty long stream for Sweet Phil. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call her a day on the stream. Appreciate y'all joining me. It's been a good time. Let me look. Maybe I haven't really raided people in a while. Is there anybody I know streaming D2R? I feel like every time I go to raid someone, that dude Willie is on. How about this Gotenheim? Isn't he a speedrunner or something? Maybe we'll do that. Oop. Can't type. I can't spell his name right apparently, so it's not going to work out. But we'll get him next time. But with that being said, peace out everybody. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Wednesday and keep slaying. Ooh.